you?
I'm good. I'm awesome. What about you?
Very great, thank you. How can I help you today?
First, I just wanted to know what is the correct pronunciation of your name?
Caro.
Caro.
Yes.
Is that a American name?
No. I mean, if you say it as an American would, you would say Carolina,
Carolina.
but
Okay,
I hate that name.
gotcha.
I
So,
really do.
okay. Just for you to know a little bit more about me, my
Please.
name is Igor. I'm from Brazil. I'm 23 years old. I have been using the Cambly platform for about twice. So this is the third time.
Oh, welcome.
So thank you, appreciate it. So I wanted to know. I mean, you got 8 years of experience, helping people to learn English. I wanted to
Yes.
know from your point of view, what is the worst thing that you already saw people facing in order to learn English, and what is
Themselves.
the best tip? I
Okay.
got that. I got that.
So, what
Absolutely.
is the biggest obstacle I have found that people face when learning English? Themselves, because we are our worst critic. We are most of the times very horrible to ourselves. People are more kind to us most of the time. Why? Because when we're speaking, we have this little person in our shoulder. It is our mini me going, no, that's not how you say it. No, look at his face. He's not understanding you. Oh, no, he doesn't get it. You're stupid. You can't do this. You've been doing this for 10 years and you can't get it. Blah, blah, blah. Like a lot of horrible things. So you're doing two things at the same time. You're trying to talk and you're yelling at yourself.
Yes.
So you cannot
And basically,
concentrate.
yeah, and basically the yelling is biggest voice.
And the yelling ends up being the bigger voice. Exactly. And to make it even worse, a lot of the times we have a teacher that says, no, that's wrong, and treats you wrong. The worst thing that can happen, because then your student blocks themselves and stops
Yeah,
speaking. And if you want to have somebody speak for 15 minutes, open YouTube. It's free.
I
You're
got
here
you.
to practice speaking, and that's what you should do. Practice, practice, practice. It's practice and patience. There's nothing else. Practice and patience, practice and patience.
I
If you're not
got you. I got you. I got you.
if you're not patient with yourself, the little voice comes out.
Okay, I got you.
Okay? If
Even
you're
more at the
patient with
beginning,
yourself,
even more at the beginning, because people said, they go so high, and the goal becomes so wide that they can't reach it. And they start to, oh, I'm not going to be able to speak. Oh, take a look at his level. No, he's perfect. I cannot even speak the basic words. And, people
exactly.
stop themselves. People look at the
Or
goal, like fluency, is- instead of look at it first. Oh, I need to become a habit. I need to become learning English a habit. So
exactly.
that's the thing that I
Exactly.
have been facing here in Brazil, because there's a lot of people who wanted to learn English, but they stop at the first point because they look at fluency.
Of course. Of course. And what happens a lot of the times with this fluency is that a lot of people, um, like you, for example, speak very well, but
Thank you.
they have a couple of mistakes that they need to fix. But they focus so much on those couple of mistakes, then they tell me, like, no, I can't speak English and people don't understand me and it's so frustrating. And I'm like, because you're frustrating yourself. If you feel frustrated, breathe, go outside, smoke a cigarette, like do whatever you need to relax so you can keep speaking. That's all
I
you
got
need to
you.
do. Because
Yeah,
have
it's
you ever heard of this
more about
thing?
mindset, more about self-awareness than
Yeah,
a technical thing. We don't need to get some sort of extra intelligence in order to learn English.
language is something natural in your brain. Your brain knows how to speak, your brain knows how to adapt. Your brain is the best machine and the best muscle you will ever have, okay? your brain adapts so well that if you tell your brain 1,000 times a mistake, it will believe it. Okay? So let's not learn mistakes. Let's learn the correct way of speaking. But I can tell you something. It's not that difficult. It's not super difficult. It's actually pretty simple. And for example, what do you speak? Portuguese?
Yeah, I speak Portuguese in Brazil.
Portuguese is 20 times harder than English.
I got you. And everybody knows this shit right
So
here.
if you speak Portuguese, most likely you will speak English, you know?
And another point that is really important, nobody right here, can speak Portuguese in the, grammatical right way, you know? Nobody, even those natives. So they start to point, English into a position that they needed to speak in the correct way. So not even in Portuguese, we are native. We don't need to speak in the correct way.
It doesn't need to be perfect unless you're a teacher. If you're a teacher, it has to be perfect. Like, because why? I teach teachers. You know, like most of my students are English teachers. And I tell my teachers, first of all, you need to speak with good grammar, in a good pace. Like, listen to my voice. I don't rush through sentences. I don't speak super fast. I say every word so you can hear it and you can understand it correctly. I don't start running through sentences. When you do that, you make people nervous. You need to go slowly. You need to go, good morning, how are you? You don't go, hey, what's up? How you doing? What do you want to talk about? You know, like, you make people stressed. When you show up and you're like, hi, how are you? How can I help you? You make people think, oh, okay, I can understand her. I can speak, you know? So, but that's something difficult for a lot of people. A lot of people think that speaking correctly or sounding native means speaking fast. And that's not true. Okay? So most of the time I tell people, the first thing you need to do is slow down. When you slow down, you give your brain enough time to think of what you want to say. And nobody's rushing you. Nobody's going faster, 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 faster. Nobody. You know, like, everybody, like, if you're going too slow, people will go like, are you okay? Never, never, you know, like, if you speak slow, you can go like, yeah, I'm fine. I just speak slow. And they go, oh, okay, that's it, you know?
I got you. That is such important point that you have been approaching. Just go ahead. Go ahead, because I like the things that you have been telling me.
Okay. So we're the only thing I do need to make that very clear. Practice. That is the key to learning. Practice. The more you practice, the better. The more you do something, the better. Okay? If you don't practice, nothing happens. You know, like, nothing happens. You don't make mistakes, but you don't make mistakes, but that doesn't mean that you're getting better at all.
Okay, that's true.
You always need to get better.
Yeah, in fact, it's something, practical, but not easy. Because, for example, run. Run is something practical a lot. Just put one foot in front of other, just move step by step.
Exactly. Yeah, it's very simple, right?
But
sounds simple.
But yeah, so if you don't practice, you're not going to be able to run, a long distance. So I
exactly
I can relate English with the run into that way.
Exactly. And this is the other thing. Spanish, Portuguese, languages like that have so many exceptions, so many rules, so many different so many different applications that makes us very confused. English is easy, honestly. Like English is, if anything, I can tell you, like, just try to enjoy it. That's the best thing you can do, to try to enjoy the language.
And even more because English is, we can find English in everywhere. Even though here the native language is Portuguese, we can find English in everywhere, basically every single place. You can
Exactly.
find English on the internet. 60% of the information that we got on the internet is English. So in just one language, we can, find basically in the whole world. So people don't understand that thing, and that's make me really sad.
Exactly.
It's easy, language is easy to learn, and we can find anywhere. Not much rules and all that thing that we got in Portuguese. Just put get, and we can do whatever we want. So
Yes, exactly. And language is something natural in your brain. You will know how to apply it once you get enough information in your brain. So all you can do is relax, enjoy your class. If you're frustrated, change the theme, change the teacher, change whatever you need to change, but do not stay in a class where you're feeling stressed out.
yeah, and this is a huge and biggest problem here because we just learn English here in the random ways, in the ordinary schools with grammar stuff, and that's bad because people cannot learn English in the technical way. First they need to practice in order to learn technical. No, technically
Of
to
course.
practice pronunciation, but that is the
And have you noticed that normally when people work in the industry, they easily they easily talk about technical
yeah.
things, you know?
I got you.
Oh, we only have 15 seconds. I didn't realize. I'm so sorry. I will send you my schedule. Maybe you can have another
Okay,
class with me,
awesome. I
okay?
love to talk with you. So such a pleasure. Have a awesome rest of the day and see you, Carol.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.